because it's every day there's something happening, and the Pope,
That's
they,
correct.
the Pope went to see the head of the Muslim religion, and they started making alliance. They started kissing each other, and he said, because he quoted from the Bible, there's one God, and we should be one religion.
Mm-mm.
That's wrong,
Correct.
because the Catholics have been in religion for 1,000 years, you know, because that's why they call it the Roman Catholic, because the Romans were the ones who put Jesus to death. They took over Jerusalem, you know, Jesus died, and then the leader of the Roman army there, he said he had no choice, because he said, we don't have this man. He's claimed to be the Son of God. He can't be the Son of God. He was born as a human being, you know. I can
Mm-mm.
understand
That's
why he
correct.
was. And then they put him to death, you know. Anyway, that's the story about the one world religion. That's one out of video Mahal. It's done by the Jewish pastor Amir Tsarfati, and he knows about more than anybody because he's a Jewish, Israelite. Okay,
Okay,
and
yeah, that's
Mahal,
correct,
I
Mahal.
was looking the end time news update. This end time news update, and it says here there's been an earthquake in the Philippines 2 days ago. Did you know about that, Mahal?
It's that
7 point, and I
it's
look
that
it
an
up.
end times, Mahal.
Yeah, this is a news update. I won't show you this, but it says what's been happening in the Philippines, all the signs of the end, you know. And anyway, the 7.3 magnitude earthquake, it's southern Philippines, Jinjua, January 18, 2023. That's only not even 3 days ago, Mahal, you know.
Mm-mm. It's so terrible happenings
You
today.
know, I find out more things about the Philippines than you do there. And that's why I keep you up to date what's happening in the world today. You
Mm-mm.
know,
That's correct. Mm-mm.
and
There's a
it's
lot
still
of
going.
calamities
It's
around
all,
the world.
yes, it's all happening now. Maybe it's in Manila. I was hoping in Zinjua or sure it's like the preliminary magnitude of 73 jolted the southern Philippines on Wednesday afternoon. The Philippine Institute of Volcanology Seismology said, and no damage or casualty were reported yet. And the quake was a very big earthquake, but I'm sure there are going to be some casualty. Some people lose their homes, and some people die. Every time an earthquake happens, a lot of people get affected by it. And and also happened in southern town of Davao, Occidental province. That's near Lapu-Lapu City, no?
Mm-mm. Yeah, it should be happened here
Did,
in
did
some
you
parts of Lapu-Lapu. Mm-mm.
did you
But
happen?
mostly happenings here, Mahal, it's fire incident. Like I told you last night, there's a lot of fire incident here, Mahal.
Oh, fire. Okay. See, a lot
It's
of
all
things
about
happening.
fire.
A lot of things happening all over the world, Mahal, because God is upset. He's angry
Yeah,
because,
and I'm so thankful that the weather here it's okay. There's no rain.
well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. You don't need a rain to make an earthquake. God
Mm-mm.
sends the earthquake because
Yeah.
it's not.
Mm-mm.
It's not happening with the president of the Philippines going. He wants to reset the world. You know, all these things happening because they want to do their own way. They want to change the laws that God's left here, and they want to do reset the world. And God says, okay, you can reset the world, but it won't be long before I'll reset the world my way. Okay? And that will
Yeah, that's
happen
correct.
during the 7-year tribulation. It's going to reset the world. In other words, because this world is a crazy world full of sinners, full of unbelievers in God. They don't believe in God now. And so he'll destroy about 3/4 of the population of the world, and then he'll make a new world, you know, and
It
that's
should
where
be.
righteousness,
That's correct.
and then in the new world, we all behave like brothers and sisters. We love each other, not make real love, but just, if
Yeah,
we,
and never disobey the words of God.
no,
We will share. Mm,
if our neighbours, they're all, Christians, and if they need something, we can help maybe to pick up some fruit or something, something nice,
that's correct, Mahal. Mm,
and that's going to
mm.
come soon, Mahal. All right, and now what else? The end time. Oh, mind blowing, Mahal. Ample proof that we are so close to the rapture. Another video for you, Mahal, because I can't show you the thing because, you have to go
That's
to,
really okay, Mahal. Mm. I really understand about it, Mahal.
you
I'm so thankful for you, Mahal, that you're always doing that for us. Always
Mahal,
keep on sharing the God's words.
Mahal, it's my pleasure to tell you all the things I learned during the day. And thank you so much for want to come to talk with me, Mahal. I
That's
love
really
you.
okay. That should be good, Mahal. I'm so happy for that, Mahal.
You're the best girl I ever met in my life. Don't you understand that? That's why I love you so much. And I don't
Me
want to
too.
lose.
Mhm.
I don't want to
Not
lose.
only Mahal.
I want to. I
Me
want to.
too.
I want to be with you for the rest of my life. No, not this here. I want to be with you for hundreds of years after God takes us back to earth.
Yeah, that should be the God's perfect time. Soon, Mahal,
And
we will be there.
don't worry, there'll be plenty of people there. We can still start a new family. I want your mother to be there, but if she doesn't want to be there, what can we do? You know,
It should be their choice.
you can tell her,
We only know that
no,
already.
you can tell, you can say, hey, Mum, Brianna won't be here for much longer. Why? Where's she going? She's coming with me. Where? To your boarding house? No, somewhere better. God's home. God's home? Where's God's home? In heaven.
That's all. Yeah, it's their own choice.
Yes,
We
Mahal.
we cannot force them, Mahal, about that, Mahal.
With my family, it's their own choice. I've been telling them, but if they don't listen, I can say, you're going to die if you never left me home. You can't say that, you know. So I say, okay, whatever you want to do, you know, you want to be left behind, that's fine. But
Yeah, at least we are still here, Mahal, for them, Mahal, to share about the God's words, Mahal.
yes,
That's really enough, Mahal.
but I can't share them every night and the whole every day, because they say, not again, Dad. No, we've been through this before, and they get upset. So maybe I do it once a week or every few weeks, and then when the rapture comes, we're not here. They'll probably say, maybe Dad was right. He's not. He's gone. He's gone. He's gone. He's gone to heaven.
Yeah, let's see that soon, Mahal. Yeah, I hope and they will realize everything, Mahal, about
It will be very, very soon. Look, I don't want to send you more rapture videos, but the internet is full of rapture videos. And you know what the governments are doing in America, in Europe? They said,
God, that's correct.
no, hang on now. You know what? The governments are getting ready because they know it's going to be a rapture. They read the Bible too. But the governments in America and in Europe, maybe in the Philippines, they tell there's been an invasion of aliens, spaceship. They've been taken away to another planet. That's what I say.
That's correct.
To keep the rest of the population on Earth calm. Otherwise, they say, what's happened? What's happened? What's everybody gone? You know,
Mm-mm.
that's
That's correct, Mahal.
my
And
whole
only God knows everything about that,
life.
Mahal,
When I,
except us.
when I find a video about this aliens that think they're going to take us to heaven, no, they go to another planet, I'll send you the video now, and you see how stupid that is. Because they're
Mm-mm.
doing a lie. They're telling a lie to the people. All right? And then
Yeah, that's correct.
after we go to heaven, maybe within a few days later, the 7 year tribulation starts. And then it says, what the government going to say? Oh, now we got the aliens, but they're going to, oh, no, I better not say it, huh?
It's all
Because
about the government.
they
Will
got,
say no.
got no say in that now. It's God's war against the unbelievers
That's correct. Mm.
and
It's all of the gods.
all the
Mm.
governments of the world. No more one world religion. There will be one religion after that, God's true religion from the Bible, and then it will be no more wars, no more deaths, and we can live a long time now. And I can't wait for that time to come.
Yeah,
When,
it should be. That's
when,
correct, Mahal.
when I ask God if we can get married, and then we can start our own family. Because
Yeah, it should be soon, Mahal. In God's
because
perfect time.
you
We
want
can
to,
always wait for that, Mahal.
you're old enough to start a family now, because if you start any longer, when you get older, you can't have any babies. But
Yeah, and
under,
soon I'll be turn 30, Mahal, already.
under God's
And-
kingdom, you can have babies until you're 50 years old. You can't do it now after 50 years old.
af-
But you'll be an old mum. You'll be like,
yeah, it should be. But it's not easy to have a baby, Mahal, when it turns 30, Mahal, and above, maybe.
oh no, up to 40 years old, you can have a baby. But under God's kingdom, you can have
Mm-mm.
babies.
That should be the God's perfect
Doesn't
time,
matter how old you are,
God's purpose.
because your body is made perfect. You know, that's what God's going to do. He's going to make our body younger and reset their body. We will have no more pains in our body, no more sickness, no
Yeah,
more death.
everything will be perfect. Mm-mm.
Yes, Mahal, that's correct. And Mahal, I better let you go to your mother's place, otherwise you get there late.
Yeah,
Okay?
that's really okay, Mahal, with me, Malia, because I don't have work tomorrow.
Oh,
So that's why
you
I
get
want you
a
to talk
long sleep at your
for a
mother's place.
while.
How long does it take to get to your mother's place? 1 hour, 2 hours from your
Mm-mm.
boarding house?
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I just have some um things to bring there, Mahal.
What I mean, Mahal, I had the air condition on
Yeah,
before.
where's your sustain, Mahal?
Yes,
You
Mahal,
forgot to put a sustain in your eyes.
I had the air condition on. I still
Mm-mm.
got a little bottle. It lasts me more than
Okay. That sustain, Mahal, it would last more than a month, Mahal. Would you
Mahal.
consume that a month?
When I get paid for the surveys are done, I'm going to send you some money. So I want you to buy a little bottle of Cystine from the chemist, right?
Yeah, soon. Thank you so much, Mahal. Mm-mm. Thank you in advance, always.
No, Mahal, I promise you I'm going to look after you from here. And sometimes you get, because you have to concentrate at your work and your eyes always on the job there, and your eyes get tired too, Mahal. You know,
Mm-mm. Yeah.
this and
Mm-mm.
this little bottle of Cystine, that helps. Maybe it costs about maybe 250 pesos.
Yeah. And that should be useful for me also, Mahal, because we always using some microscope there inside our production, Mahal, our work.
Well, there you go. See, Mahal?
Always using a microscope, yeah. And then facing some computers sometimes.
Okay, Mahal. No, I already budget that when I get paid. Maybe next week. Anyway, I'll let you know, Mahal. As soon as
Yeah, that's really okay, Mahal. I can wait, Mahal. I really understand. Thank you, Mahal.
I know, Mahal, because I care for you, Mahal. Don't you understand? To me,
Yeah, I really understand that. Always.
I care for you so much, Mahal, you know?
Mm-mm.
And when I see you, I'm so happy when I see you, Mahal. You know? And
Yeah, that's correct, Mahal. Thank you so much.
I said, and I pray to God, oh, my beautiful sister, you know, I love her so much. I wish we can get married one day, God, you know?
I wish to also, Mahal.
But
Yeah, in God's perfect time.
God's timing,
We
Mahal.
always wish about that.
I can't come to the Philippines now to get married and leave my son here by himself.
Yeah,
You know?
by the way, Mahal, I share with you, Mahal, that starting on Monday, we don't have a mask already. We don't have any mask to wear, Mahal. They
Oh,
allow us to do not wear a mask
oh,
already, Mahal.
oh,
Mm-mm.
it's still the virus still here, Mahal.
It's,
I
we're
sent
still
you
free already here, Mahal. Don't use
no
the mask
mask,
already. Mm-mm.
no mask on the bus
Out,
here.
yeah, inside and outside
Okay,
the company.
well, Mahal,
And how about there, Mahal? You
well,
still using the mask?
I see the news in the morning and the evening. I never seen anybody say the virus is over. Because I still think that this virus, in America, it's been the virus, they got all the best scientists there. Oh, here, look,
And the
Mahal.
virus is still in America, Mahal?
I was going to send you this email. They sent it to me. I get a lot of email sent from doctors in America, because I used to buy a lot of stuff from America.
Yeah,
Look,
and maybe you just need
you-
some research about that, Mahal, if you're
can you read
still
this out?
ready
Hi,
free.
John. See, hello, John. See, they call me John. I'm one of their clients. The World Health Organization just issued a warning of a new coronavirus mutation known as KBB 1.5. You know, I said this to you this morning, Mahal. As soon as I found out, I sent it to you. It's been labeled as the most transmissible
Yeah, and you
deadly.
can update of me some of that, Mahal, so that I can also know about that, Mahal.
Well, in America, it's
When
already
you do
there.
some research, yeah,
It's been labeled as the most transmissible, deadly, dangerous, and immune to vaccines. There's no vaccines for that yet, because they have to make new vaccine for this variant. It takes time. What's in this area
yeah,
now is
and
that
maybe that should be
there are shortages of medicine throughout the world. See, this is because they use a lot of medicine on the last virus we had. And
Mahal,
now,
and maybe it should be depends upon the immune system, some things like that, Mahal. If you catch that virus, Mahal.
well, this is the World Health Organization. And, they got in the world, United Nations, they got the World Health Organization just issued this morning about a new coronavirus mutation known as the
Yeah, but
KBB.
we can still get some research about that, Mahal.
Well,
About
he
that
can get research.
coronavirus.
Oh, he can get research. The only way you can get research when people in Australia get it, and then they say, "Oh no, we've got a new variant of the virus." So the scientists are going to start here in Australia that make vaccines too, and they said we better start making vaccine in a hurry. Otherwise, people come to hospital and we've got nothing to give them, and then they infect the nurses, the doctors, you know. So Mahalo, we just wait and see what's happening, because this is the sign of the last days. Because people are dying one way or another. Because the devil is in control. The devil has come down to earth. He got thrown out of heaven, and he's going to earth to cause all the damage he can.
Yeah, it should be.
Yeah, no, but if something happens to you, don't forget that Jesus and God the Father are more powerful than the devil, because God created the devil, you know, and he was nice. He was an angel before in heaven, and then he wanted to be like Jesus, because Jesus was born before him. God made the Son first, and then he made the devil. Not the he wasn't